Hey everyone, Wanderbots here, and welcome to, I guess, let's try the Lost Orbit pre-release demo. I'm not entirely sure. I guess it's more or less just what the developer shows whenever he brings it to a convention, because the game is not done yet. I'm actually not sure when it's going to be done, but it's on green light now. I think like today or yesterday, really. So let's just start. I forgot the name of the developer, which I feel kind of bad about.
He was as good as dead when I came across him. From what he told me, he was half dead before any of this even started. I hadn't seen a sign of life in Janus. You don't come across life that often when you're stuck wandering the galaxy taking notes. There's a fine line between brave and stupid, and he wasn't anywhere near it. Out in deep space in a tin can with the thick musk of recycled air, he was a worker bee who didn't see the big picture.
See how much I can turn this thing. Oh, we blew up. Or not. Oh, we must have been coming out of, like, hyperspace or something. Mm-hmm. That makes sense. I like the design for the ship. It's snazzy.
Well, I like the fact that it has rotating engines.
He worked maintenance, traveling to the fringes of known space, patching up communications relays. They used to send drones out, but sending these poor folk proved much easier on the wallet.
Let's see. Is that the ship, or is that the communication relay, probably? Kinda hard to tell.
It was that pulse that caught my attention. If not for that, I may have never noticed him.
I think I need the subtitles to avoid talking over the narrator.
He didn't have a hope in hell without his ship. The only reason I stayed was to watch him die. I figured it would be a little more compelling than rock scans.
Neat designs all around.
Mm-hmm. Uh-oh.
Well, that's bad.
Whoa!
There goes that snazzy ship of his. Something blew
When
up.
he finally came to, he scavenged himself a makeshift set of equipment. At the time, I wondered where exactly he thought he was going to go. I've never bet on anything, but if there was anyone around, my first would have been that he'd be dead before he made it more than 100 tracks.
Don't get hit.
That's pretty much the point. So we've got shields, and we're supposed to get obtainium, which... heck if I know what that is. Boy, the controls are wacky. So...
Fling yourself off?
yeah. Yep. So you can, I believe you can boost around planets if you're good at it, which I'm not. Oh no.
Oh, you missed one.
Yeah, I don't think there's a penalty per se. But the controls are definitely wiggly. Instead of strafing or anything like that, pressing left and right literally turns me. Oh, can I go backwards? Hey!
You probably don't want to use up fuel, though.
I'm not.
Yeah, that's true.
As far as I can tell. Let's go back for that one
do you
piece.
think it's odd that they say obtainium? Is it sort of like a avatar pun of the unobtainium?
Yeah, it's probably a pun off of that. I've heard unobtainium in so many ways. But I believe when you go off planets... oh, that's how you use fuel. So I bet if I press A, I go faster and that uses up fuel. But if I don't press A, I go slowly. And don't use fuel. Wish I could zoom in. Oh, hello.
You go from one side of the screen to the other.
That's confusing from a physics standpoint. Nope. Yeah. Keep turning, little man. I wonder if there's going to be a time limit later, because currently there's not. But that might not be the case. I'm really digging the planets. They all use the exact same model, but I don't really care. Also, the backgrounds are pretty awesome. Did I get all of them? I have no idea.
Collision course.
Doesn't matter, it's not the full section of the game, and yeah. So, pretty much from the beginning, I can already say that the music is damn good. The UI is super simple, almost to the point where it's like...
Everything's gotta die. But this poor guy with nothing to live for, he wasn't going easy. I guess he figured he hadn't had a chance to live yet. Maybe we're more alike than I thought.
So this is all just a survivor tale?
Kind of, yeah. I mean, realistically, it seems like a plot added to a game just as kind of the gimmick. Or, you know, to make it more than just a gimmick, sorry. So, like, you know, why not have a plot to go along with more or less just a weird score attack collectathon type game, where you dodge asteroids and whatnot. Because I think this is pretty much the extent of gameplay. Maybe there will be more stuff later, but for some reason I doubt it's going to be too much more than this.
So, will there actually be an end where he reaches civilization again?
Currently in the alpha, beta, testing copy, whatever this one is called, the press copy, it has 6 levels in it, and I believe each one of them has kind of a plot, maybe? But I think it's largely just going from point
Do you
A to
think
point
there
B.
will actually be moving units later on, like enemies? Alien creatures?
I hope so. Because there's the thing that destroyed the ship, that's for certain.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just not 100% certain what they would be. And
Space pirates! Kidding.
yeah, maybe. God, the music is good. Whee! Okay, so it does not look like I lose fuel by turbojetting. Oh, hello. So apparently, if I hit... Whoa! Okay, so...
Don't go fast.
So, you can go really fast, and if you, like...
Hit a planet.
But if you're really good at it, you can, like, whiz through, like, a planet and more or less slingshot yourself forward. Like so. And you get a huge speed boost.
And he's also going, woo!
Yeah, which is cool. It actually fits very well with the music. I'm gonna try and avoid it, though, because...
Yeah,
I mean, it's a cool gimmick. That's for certain.
Blow up.
I'd also like to finish the level. So I'm just going to avoid boosting around planets. I'm curious what the fuel meter is. Maybe it has something to do with the boost later. How do I can... Okay, there we go.
It may not have been implemented
Oh, that's
yet.
a different planet. I thought all the planet designs were going to be different, but looks like I'm wrong. Also, apparently the little debris does not kill you. Which is good, at least. Kind of afraid that that would happen, you know, just smush. Yeah, if you're good at it, you can generally avoid getting smushed. Ah. Woo! That is...
And it leaves your blood splattered too.
That's really gross.
Well, what was that on the left?
That was my trail.
No, it was further to the left.
Yeah, that was my trail. So if I go over close, you can see where I'm gonna come out.
Makes sense.
Which makes sense from a gameplay perspective, but not a physics perspective. But I mean, realistically, this makes little sense. But who cares?
Yeah, you see, I think that when you do your little engine boosts, it should deplete your fuel.
Might not be into the game right now.
Yeah.
Like maybe maybe the developer is still balancing it. It's kind of a fine line of like.
It might be difficult to figure out, you know, how much fuel you should really allot your... I mean, technically you can get through these levels without using fuel, correct? Because you have enough drift?
Probably, yeah. Apparently you get collectibles somewhere along the way. Oh, I see. I see, the next rank goals. So, do it faster. Or, what? Oh. I guess Captain rank is the best rank, because there's like a time-based. I like the music when you finish. It's just a little bit loud. Anyway, let's
All the
continue on.
popping, too.
Yeah. Now, I have to say the background space is really fantastic. The planets are really nice, and the music is good. Hello. Uh-oh.
What is that? It looks like
That
some
looks
sort
like
of
a-
seeker creature.
Yep. I don't know. Maybe
Thanked
that's
me for
the...
saving his life. To this gen, I couldn't tell you why I did it.
So...
It stays with you?
That's the narrator, I guess. That thing.
He told me his name is Harrison. He's hungry, and he wants to go home.
This is interesting. That's a nice sun.
Barbecue is life, he told me. There isn't a thing in this galaxy that doesn't taste better with grill marks on it. Ribs, coleslaw, some of Mom's rhubarb crisp, and a scoop of vanilla. I'd never eaten before. Harrison told me that's a damn shit. Nearly 2 systems to that next communications relay, he said. That's the only way anyone's going to know I'm still out here. I have to make it.
It's a shame that by going faster, I actually skipped some dialogue.
Mm-hmm.
Oh well.
Well, he was just saying it's a shame. So,
Yeah.
is the narrator a probe or something?
Yeah, apparently.
A robot?
Yeah, it's like a scanner probe. Ah! I think this is where things heat up a little bit.
Oof. Yeah, a little machinery.
A lot of the everything.
Do
Kind
you
of
think
makes...
these are supposed to be, what, mining asteroids?
Probably. Kind of makes sense within the context. The music changed too. I really have to say the music is fantastic. Like, I will actually say this about games every once in a while, where I almost want the soundtrack more than the game itself, or the game for the soundtrack. If that's possible, because... Now, we are having some weird level loading issues here and there. I think it's because stuff is moving around and it's not quite optimized yet,
It's a little
probably.
taxing.
Yeah, ish. Like, our frame rate is pretty much staying at 30, which is fine for this kind of business, but, like, there are hang-ups. Either that or it's my computer happening. I'm not entirely sure. My computer is kind of inconsistent, so...
The little ship is cute. I wonder if it serves any other purpose than just flying alongside you.
I didn't think...
He was gonna start speaking.
Yeah, I'll start speaking when we get back there. I was going too fast for a second. It was a problem. I don't like missing things, but yeah, seriously, whoever did the music, I don't know if it's the developer that made the music or if it was someone else. Yeah, the hang-ups have stopped now that we've been through this level a second time, so I think it was just loading issues. Because there's a lot of 3D happening. Like, look at the background.
Yeah, those are immense cranes.
I almost am disappointed that gameplay...
What?
That was not my
Your
fault.
flesh comes off your bones?
It's kind of super gruesome. I don't think I'd be... I don't think I'd be very good at this game at, like, a faster pace
You know,
than
they're
this.
just trying to simulate what would happen in space. You know, the whole vacuum bringing out your innards and stuff.
I'm not entirely sure if that's actually what would happen. I guess there's the pressure to worry about. But then
the
again...
lack thereof, actually.
Yeah, it's true.
I mean, you remember seeing that Mythbusters episode where you're like, you know, what would happen if you're
Oh, you're right.
your diving tank, yeah.
I don't want to think about that. That was gross. But seriously, I really have not actually talked about this too much, but the stuff in the background, fan-freaking-tastic. It's gorgeous. Like I was saying, I'm almost disappointed the gameplay is this simple, because I would love to, like, have more of an ability to explore this environment than just kind of flying over it.
Up, down, Z-axis?
Yeah,
stuff?
kind of. I mean, it would be much harder to do, which is obvious why it's not going to happen that way. But, like, as far as this developer goes, I'm going to keep my eye on, only because the artistic merits of this project just looks really nice. And the musical. Like, the gameplay isn't bad, but it's simple. It's mostly a score attack game. And there's nothing wrong with score attack games, it's just not my cup of tea. Yep. Hello.
Yeah, I think until the fuel is implemented there won't be quite as much challenge.
Also, shields haven't been implemented, I assume, considering I've
that's
splatted
true.
on everything. So, except for the Obtainium selection, I think that whole business is actually... Oh, nuts. This is gonna end poorly for me.
That's going on.
Hey, you can still see my chunks flying.
Wait,
Ugh.
why is the guy only talking when you die, or is it that you get to some a point in the game where there's supposed to be dialogue, but you don't get it?
I could be screwing the pooch by dying there. Also, that planet I was on blew up. I think this one's going to blow up too.
Yeah, you may be dying just as the scheduled cutscene talks are starting, and
That's kind of okay, though, because realistically, we're here to review the game.
you've done it twice now.
Oh, shoot. Gotta speed up for this business. I'm gonna skip this planet. But, yeah, stuff gets more challenging as you go along. The planets you can no longer, like, just sit around anymore, because asteroids will come after it. Like, I believe as soon as I get close to this one.
Well, there's all these. Oh!
Ow! Ah, nuts. This puts me pretty far back, doesn't it?
Whoa! Really? Come on!
Yeah, no, he says something whenever I, like, chunk too much, but then I press A. Which is... the point where he stops saying stuff, which is kind of disappointing. I like the trajectories coming off the planets. It's cool. I'm just very bad at planning trajectories.
Whoa! You just skimmed that one.
I don't belong in NASA. Can you tell?
I mean, this is almost as well. This is more insane than.
This is not any. Well, you know what? I think we've pretty much shown this game to its fullest extent at this point.
You're starting to, you know, degenerate in your capabilities.
Yep. I wonder if I'm losing Obtainium for dying here. Interesting question, but does not matter that
46
much.
out of 71. We'll have to see the next time you die, but I'd rather you not die again.
Yeah, dying is not fun. But, you know, dying is probably going to be a part of this game. I'm not very good at it. So, I guess quick summation of thoughts thus far. Visuals, top notch. Missed one. Damn. I wonder if I can go back at this point. Never mind. Anyway, so.
The smallest piece you possibly could.
Well, you know what? The camera does
Oh,
not.
and you did lose Obtainium.
I did?
Yes.
Okay. So apparently you lose Obtainium for dying.
I
Not
think
surprised
it's
by
about
that
10
fact.
or 20.
Ugh. Well, no.
Oh, you get set back, so
Yeah.
you would have never collected
Woo!
those. I see. So maybe you don't necessarily lose it so much as have to retrieve all the ones you would have gotten.
Yeah. So yeah, beautiful environments, beautiful music. Fun gameplay, but it's not my thing. I mean, it's simpler than I usually play. But I guess that's part of the challenge of a score attack game. Okay, so this has been the Wanderbots trying out. Shit, what is this game called? I've already called it something. I've completely forgotten.
Isn't it like Lost Orbit or Lost
Yeah,
Planet?
yeah, it's Lost Orbit,
Okay.
which is awesome. Like, this game is really fun. I'm just getting smushed, and it's unfortunate. The problem is commentating over a semi-stressful score attack type game. Not my cup of tea. Why I've never actually played Super Meat Boy, you know? You've never even seen Super Meat Boy. We should play that together.
Wait, I've seen you play Super Meat Boy.
We have? Oh, well. Anyway, so great game, especially if you like score attack games. Bit simplistic, but I'd say worth it for the music and the visuals alone.
And when they implement fuel
Yeah.
and shields.
Once some more of the game systems have been thrown in too, I think it'll be better. I get the feeling I'm gonna get smushed here.
That's going on A2.
So, we'll see you guys on the next First Impressions video, and, as always, thanks for watching. If you want to see more of these, hit subscribe. If you like this video, hit like, you know the business. So,
All of the meteorites.
let's see if we can do this as fast as possible.
They were making me sick. You mean just go through, forget about everything?
Yeah, I just want to see what happens when I go as fast as possible.
That happens. Oh.
Ew.
At least your skeleton didn't, you know.
This is not 100% child-friendly, guys. See you guys next time.
Come on. Oh, we don't need to see the leg twitchers anymore.
Ah!